world champion, Jamal SHANGO James.
Hits it off of DeMarco. James aggressive. Dug him with the right hand. DeMarco missed. Here we go real quick. I think this is that 44 punch combination. It's Jamal James. There's 4, there's 5, 6.
This is what the boxing fans come to see, a fight like this.
Oh!
And that's no Frazier.
Jamal SHANGO
I'm your life. I'm the one who takes you there. Hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who cares. Hey, betray.
Hey, Talon the Tycoon, and you're listening to WFNU Talon Freighter's a real talk, real life, real experience, motivational talks podcast. And today we have someone special in the audience. We got the champion, WBA welterweight champion, Jamal SHANGO James in the house.
Hey, what's going on, man? Thank you for having me.
Man, I'm so excited. You know, you being a Minnesota native, when you won that title, man, I felt like I won the Super Bowl. Like,
good, man. That's what's up.
You could feel it in the city, man. There was so much love. You see flyers getting passed around, people talking about it, cheering and raving. It was just, it was so much. It brought so much to the city, and you know what's going on with all this COVID, you know, and stuff, situations of that sort.
Yeah, it definitely felt good to win that and bring that back to the city, to the state, man. Especially with everything that Minnesota's been going through.
Yes,
you know, it felt good to bring some positivity back. And, you know, we claim that title for us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we'll get more into that. I do have to shout out some sponsors here. Hoist Drink Company. You can go to Holiday or any of those sources to get that. Also, the TVF Foundation, CNT Films for actually being the back camera to this whole show. So we want to give you some props and shout outs. Katie, thank you for allowing us. This is our first show, and we are privileged to have such a great athlete and champion with us. So I'm honored to have you. Thank you so much for coming. I do.
Honor is mine, man.
Thank you.
But I train down there. I work with a lot of young men and women. Obviously, you know, because of this COVID thing, we've been closed for a long time. We're getting ready to open back up though here very soon. We're just kind of getting a plan down so we can run it correctly, because we got a lot of young men and women that come down there, as well as a lot of elders that come down there to get a workout too. So we want to make sure that we're safe and by the book when we do that, because we don't want to get nobody sick in our facility. But
Understand that.
But anyway, you know, what I do down there is really just a lot of mentoring, pretty much. I got a leadership group that I run with my brothers called Pursuit of Discipline.
Okay, got it.
We call it our POD group. And what we do is we try to meet once a week and just kind of talk about, you know, life issues that young men and women may run into that don't really know or haven't been taught, you know, how to deal with, and even like future things that they need to really start thinking about and be educated on, as well as present opportunities for them to learn about different career paths and things that they might want to go towards in life, you know what I mean? So, for instance, you know, we'll take them on, before the COVID thing hit, we would take them on field trips, and we took them to the Minnesota Fire Department over south, one of the firehouses, where they got an excellent tour of the whole fire station and got a tour of the truck, and you know, the fireman, his name is Jay Wells. Shout out to Jay Wells.
Shout out to Jay Wells. Jay Wells, shout out to you.
Yeah, but you know, he gave him a great tour. Just talked to him about everything that's on a fire truck, what it takes to be a fireman. You know, when they get calls, what happens and how that whole thing works, and if they want to be fireman, firewoman, you know, the whole process on how you got to do it. Before this whole George Floyd incident happened, you know, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 months, we had started to try to bridge the gap between, you know, the police department and our youth that we serve, because obviously there's a huge gap within low-income communities with the police force. So I asked one of my other brothers, his name is Marcus, who's a police officer, if he'd be willing to come down and talk to our young men and women And he did, him and his partner came through, and I told him, I said, I told him they're going to ask you the hard questions. I told him to be respectful, obviously, but they're going to ask you hard questions and stuff like that. But you need a space where you can have that type of conversation, because then they can see that not all police officers be on that level.